Robbie, we're here at Pike tonight. You've 5-0 victory over Janesboro. 100% record so far this season in terms of victories. You must be happy at the moment.
Yeah, I'm delighted. The lads we've started well. You know what I mean. I'm delighted with the boys. Everybody to a man tonight. Well, listen, want his best game, but to give it to us until we scored the first goal, and then we kind of took control of the game. And 5-0 probably flattered us, but like I say, I'm delighted.
Yeah, Janesboro, in fairness, kept a good shape for the first half an hour. You had to be patient, try and break them down. But as you said, once you got the first goal, you were probably happy after that because you scored quickly afterwards, and which killed the game off really.
Yeah, listen, Janesboro, it's a completely new team. It's going to take them maybe a few years to develop and realise where they are. But listen, for 40 minutes until we got the first goal, we had chances. The keeper, young Finn, I had him in Ashling a few years back. He's come on leaps and bounds, and he pulled off some top saves. You know what I mean? So before we scored, but I wouldn't say they were in it, but like they stopped us from, you know what I mean, being 2 or 3 up early doors. So like you say, once we got the first one, we were in control, and then like I say, 5-0 flattered us.
Yeah, you got Kevin Barry obviously scored 2 goals. Obviously you'll need goals from him this year. Robbie, 2 very good goals as well from Cullen Walsh-Loughlin. You'll need those type of players to score on a regular basis for you.
Well, yeah, that's why you have a squad. That's why I've got near enough same sort of players as what I had last year, and I've signed a few more. And you need the squad. You need 20 odd bodies all year round because the games are coming thick and fast. You're playing Thursday, you're playing Sunday for the first 6 weeks of the season, and you've got your Lawson, you've got your Munster, you've got the FAI. So you need players. You need players. You're going to get injuries, you're going to get suspensions. So you need everybody to a man. It's important that everybody looks after themselves and stays fit, and there's no reason why we can't be successful again. Yeah,
certainly. And as you said there, it's something that I've discussed on our podcast with Aidan Ryan, that you can't win a league in these first few weeks, but you can certainly lose a league, that's for sure. You've got off to a brilliant start tonight. From what I believe, I think Crewe Park and Ballinanty drew 3-3 this evening. Regional, National and Cody weren't playing. You've probably up and Fairview where got a walkover, as we know, but I suppose it gives a bit of a lead early on, even though it doesn't mean too much for you.
Listen, we concentrate on ourselves. Like you say, it's early days. We've had a good start. There's a couple of other clubs had a good start. So, listen, all I'm thinking about is Sunday morning away at Crewe Park, where they've got the tails up. They're still unbeaten. I know they drew tonight, and they're 2-0 up, so they'll be a bit gutted from that. But it'll be a tough game Sunday morning, and we're going into like the Lions' Den, if you want to. Do you know what I mean? We've got Crewe Park have come up. They're full of energy. So it's going to be. I'm looking forward to Sunday morning. So hopefully we can get the job done and kick on again.
In terms of your squad, before we talk about the new players you brought in, Robbie, you've kept the likes of Owen Hanrahan. You know, you have the Donovans are still here. I suppose Colin Daly, even, they've been around for so long. Was it a job in motivating these guys to come back and give it another year, or were they raring to go?
A bit of both. I won't lie to you. A bit of both. It's tough. Like I say, I lost a couple of players last year, like Conor Lang and Paddy O'Malley and Jer Barry, Cian Collins, a couple of lads. But the lads I've brought in are full of energy, full of kids. The lads who've been there and done it. Yeah, it's hard to get them motivated because we were back in the short space of time. We didn't really have a break, you know what I mean? So the lads needed holidays, and they've had their holidays and stuff. But now everybody's raring to go now, and like I say, the first 3 games we've changed the team every game, so everybody's ready to go.
Yeah, certainly. I know you've brought in players like Mikey Conlon, Sean Madigan, just to name 2 players. Robbie, are you looking for more players to bring in, or are you happy with your lot now?
No, that's us now, I think, unless Messi comes knocking on my door. But no, I think I have 27 signed on. Obviously, I've got Parr and Dara Cadell to come, Parr Mullins and Dara Cadell to come back in. Shane Walsh and Ronan O'Dwyer to come back in when they're back injured. So, no, 27 is more than enough, and 27 players who can play now as well, so they're fighting for places.
I mentioned earlier, obviously Fairview received a walkover tonight, Robbie. Prospect Priory, it looks all but confirmed now that they won't be competing this year in the Premier Division. I suppose it's a bad indictment on the league. It's tough on Prospect as well with the club, with the history, but it's disappointing to see that.
It's a shame, yeah, because no disrespect to these clubs, like these lower clubs, they're finding it hard to keep above water, you know what I mean, to do things right and to attract players. Like I know Wayne Colbert's a good friend of mine, and he struggled to get players in, and do you know what I mean, to compete. So it is hard on these lesser clubs. You could see tonight with Janesboro, it's probably a complete new 15 players from last year, maybe. You know what I mean, 4 young lads who are making the trade. So it is tough on these lower teams. I understand that, and it's a shame that Prospect couldn't get through the start of the season to keep them going. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you mentioned there, obviously going to the Lions Den as such, going to Crewe Park. Both teams bang on form, both unbeaten. You know, it's top of the billing for Sunday morning. That'll be an exciting one, probably a decent crowd as well.
Oh yeah, that's what you want. That's what you want at any level. You want the crowds. You want people talking about you. You want, you know what I mean? You want people saying, well, they're looking good this year. You know what I mean? So we go into Sunday morning with no illusions. We know what we're expecting. My lads will be ready, because I'll be telling them to be ready for Sunday morning. I know what's going to get thrown at us. So to a man, we have to be ready. It's going to be a game of scraps. It's going to be first, second balls. We know exactly what's coming. There's going to be lots of shouting and screaming. Hopefully we get a decent ref who's able for it all. So no, I'm looking forward to it.
And will you be dusting off the boots yourself for Sunday?
We'll see. Listen, the lads have been great. Like whoever they've put in the midfield or at the back, the lads have been super. So I'll have a think. Rest up now. The lads will rest up till Sunday morning. I'll have a think, and we'll have a game plan for Sunday morning. We'll go again.